I'll tell you a quick story that concerns you more than you realize. During World War II, the US Army studied returning Allied aircraft covered in bullet holes. They planned to reinforce the areas that were most damaged, but a statistician named Abraham Wald pointed out the flaw. They were only analyzing planes that had survived. So he advised them to instead reinforce the areas that were not damaged, like the engines. And he told them the other areas that were damaged, like the wings, were the less critical areas. That is why those planes that survived were able to survive. So the military reinforced the spots with no bullets instead. This insight saved a lot of lives. The issue the US Army had with analyzing those aircrafts is what we call survivorship bias. Survivorship bias is a thinking error where we focus only on the people or things that succeeded, ignoring the very many that didn't, which leads us to draw misleading conclusions. Here's how it concerns you. If you're a high achiever, someone who is driven, who is competitive, who is comfortable with taking calculated risk, ambitious and opportunity focused, they are probably affected by survivorship bias. You are more prone or vulnerable to over-indexing on success stories. You see the founder who scaled in 3 years, the content creator who blew up in 6 months, the guy who pivoted careers and doubled his income, and all you see is possibilities and not probabilities. You think if they can do it, I can do it too, and maybe even faster. Nice, but the problem with this distortion is you underestimate hidden variables of timing, of luck, privilege, network. You overestimate your control. You take bigger risk than your margin can absorb. You're not looking at the full data set. You only focus on the emotionally loud part of it that appeals to this side of you. High achievers are biased towards optimism errors. They always inflate the upside. Where does this lead us? In decision making, clear thinking is not about killing your ambition or being less optimistic or running away from who you are. It is knowing your tendencies in order to make better informed decisions. It requires asking, what am I not saying? So if you know your tendency to be survivorship biased, next time when making decisions, you can take a step back to assess the situation more clearly and point out the things that you would normally miss when you did not know your tendency. So seeing those risks and recognizing them would help you create more effective or efficient solutions and strategies to navigate them. This fortifies your decision-making process as a leader and as a person. The most dangerous position isn't optimism or fear. It is unrecognized bias. Funny thing is, we would always be at one side of the divide, either survivorship bias or reverse survivorship bias, which I'll be talking about in the next video. I promise you, you're going